And welcome back, everyone, to the Bombers girls basketball pre-Thanksgiving extravaganza. The HSA girls basketball season is kicking off tonight. One game is in the books. Game number 2 coming your way right here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Caden Strins is alongside. Caden, a really pretty darn good basketball game for the opening game of the season. A 45-42 win for Illini Bluffs over Havana.
Yeah, it came down to the final play, and obviously we saw Havana chasing points the whole game. They got to within 1 in that final minute, and then they just weren't able to get over that hump. They fall to 0-1, but a really good game from both sides nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a great game considering it's the first game of the year, and you see so many games get out of hand or just not go well. And not the case in that one. It was actually a tie ball game at 40-40, right? Yeah, 40-40.
Yeah, 40-40.
And they kept a couple of free throws, iced it down the stretch. Actually, 3 free throws iced it down the stretch. This one is Canton, which will be in the purple and gold, going right to left on your screen. And Rock Island Aleman in the green and white, the Pioneers, going left to right on your screen. And Aleman wins the jump, puts the shot up right off the bat, off no good. Rebound and put back, off no good. Rebound and put back again. 2 offensive rebounds, and the bucket is good for number 22, Lindsey Britton. So Aleman with the early lead here in quarter number 1. A sectional qualifying team were both of these teams last year. Canton won the Macomb Regional. We covered them all the way through their sectional, and then has a shot and a block by number 34, Emily Pollock. You're right, that was a great ball game, the first one. We'll see if this one holds up, as we've got Rockstar Sports back in the live chat again. Welcome back. We appreciate it. There's a 3 on the way, off no good. Be tracked down and saved just on the baseline or sideline. That's the worst place to save it. And it's stolen away and brought up, and another layup off no good. That time, the rebound for the Little Giants, number 15, I believe it was, Michaelin Correa. I can't read the numbers. Actually, number 10, Natalie Downing, and that ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Little Giants. 6:36 remaining here in quarter number 1. And Aleman has been getting some really good looks, but has only got 1 basket to fall on a second putback attempt. Nearly through the hands of Ella Dimmler. She gathered it back up. That's going to be Allison Wheeler. She's a good one for the Little Giants. Driving with the basketball, number 2, Brooklyn Dennis. Stolen, knocked away, and then a foul is going to be called on Aleman's number 4, Lily Limpke. First foul of the game goes to the Pioneers. Hop in that live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. As the two teams will go back, and if they go back and watch, they get to see who was watching them. On the drive is Dimmler. She puts the shot up and in. We're tied at 2.
Nice job driving to the lane. Tied up at 2 here.
These two teams looking to score some points here as there's a pass stolen away. The Ducks had 5 or 6 points at the end of the first quarter, but they were all from the free throw line. Both these teams are able to get a quick bucket here, so we don't have to talk about that as the quarter rolls around. Dimmler again on the dribble. Tries the little backdoor cut pass to Dennis. It's stolen away. On the steal, number 22 is Britton, and it's going to be an over and back violation as her pass to Megan Holke went the wrong way, and it's going to be a turnover to the Little Giants. Dimmler's going to be in. Well, no, she's not. Going to be going over to inbound. It'll be Brooklyn Dennis, the senior for the Little Giants. Allison Wheeler, another senior. On the give and go, and it's going to go off of Wheeler's hands. Good job of getting the hand in and knocking it away by Limke.
It's a good idea, just unable to make it work.
Rockstar Sports says that Wheeler is committed to University of Illinois Springfield. And Dimmler is going to Lincoln Land to play basketball, I do believe. There's a jump shot, shorts, saved in. Holke comes away with it. Megan Holke with it. Claire Holke was on this team last year. She was a really good ball player as well. That shot's off, no good, and a foul is going to be called. I believe it's going to be on number 34, Emily Pollock. It is on her first, team second. Brockstar Sports, you should send us a message and let us know what Brockstar Sports is. Is that you as a person? As that ball's knocked out of bounds on an attempted pass to the lane? You have a YouTube channel. What do you got going on, Brockstar Sports? We need to know that. Don't we need to know that, Caden?
Be pretty good information to know about Brockstar.
Wheeler on the inbound shot, and the Little Giants have their first lead of the game at 4-2. 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Looking down low, ball's tipped away by Dennis. It's going to go out of bounds, stay with the Pioneers. Share the link if you would. Let folks know where you're watching from. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well if you would. 3 on the way by Holke. Nothing but the bottom of the net. It's Sports Corner 3, and that's the first one of the game. And it goes to the Pioneers.
Perfect three-point shot from that right wing, and now you've got yourself a 5-4 advantage.
Wheeler with it. Now to Dennis on the dribble. Layup high off the glass and good.
Back-to-back good shots on both ends here. Having to do a lot for that layup.
Pass across the lane, and holy smokes.
Ouch.
Dennis and Emma Turner ran into each other. It's actually Natalie Downing going to get called for the foul. Her first, team's first. I just cannot read those numbers very well. Holke hits another 3 from the right wing. A Sports Corner 3 for Megan Holke. She's got 2 of them, and her team leads by 2, 8-6, but they've scored the same number of buckets. Dennis, pull up. Shot off the glass, no good. Tipped away, but brought back down by Holke, given off to her teammate, number 10. That is Adeline Voss. Also in the game, number 14, Jillian Hoffman. That's a 3 on the way, and good by Voss, the Sports Corner 3.
Already 3 threes in this first quarter for him.
Timeout charged to the Little Giants. Their first timeout. We'll take a break as well. You're watching the pre-Thanksgiving extravaganza from Macomb High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH, you know, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Welcome back. As it just able to slip that one in. I played a 30-second commercial on a 30-second timeout. I got lucky on that one. As Caden may or may not have been laughing at me during the break. Oh, nice ball movement. Downing had it down low, wouldn't shoot it. Sends it out top. Wheeler. Now Dennis. Driving with it for the Little Giants was number 21. That's Grace Spencer. Wheeler for 3. Top of the key. Nails it. A Sports Corner 3 for Wheeler.
We've had a lot of those this quarter.
We only had 1 or 2 Sports Corner 3s as a whole. Look at that runner up and in. That is number 10, Adeline Voss.
Are we sure this is opening night, Dwayne?
I don't. Somebody forgot to tell these two. I'm telling you that. It's 13-9, and a foul is going to be called. It might be on 33. It could be on 15.
Yeah, I mean
it's on 33.
These teams have looked like they've practiced they've played several games already this season. Their offense looks very composed. They're very efficient shooting so far early on. we'll see if things calm down a little bit here as we progress.
Alyssa Brinkman picks up the foul, her first. Team's third, I believe. And a shot off, no good. A rebound to Brinkman, and it goes back the other way. Not a big roster for either one of these two teams. We were talking about how huge the roster is for the Ducks, but not a lot of senior or upperclassmen on that team. There's a shot off, no good. That was a shot off the hand of Hoffman. Near side, Wheeler gives it to Demler. Dennis with it down low. Smallest player on the floor at the post has it knocked away. Wants to shoot, can't get it out, so she's going to give it off to skip pass across. Wide open three, Wheeler, good! A sports corner three for Wheeler, and a timeout on the floor, charged to the Pioneers. 30-second time. I'm going to keep it here on this 30-second timeout. Does that sound like a good plan, Kate?
No 30-second break?
No 45-second break on a 30-second timeout. No, I want to keep it here this time. And thank you, Rockstar Sports. We appreciate that. If you ever want to call a game, you want to try it, get a hold of us, right?
Yeah, Dwayne Hulett's got a reach.
Yep. That's
really good person.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate it.
Dwayne, you're a good person. Hey, like you told me during the break, who cares what other people think of you? You're a great person.
That's right. Who cares what anybody thinks? Canton played a bunch of games this summer, so that's why they don't look so rusty as other teams would be in their first games. That's you can tell this team likes to play with each other. So 1:12 to go in the first quarter. It's 13-12. Down low, skip out pass, no good. Shot by Lindsey Britton. There's a three on the way and good. Contested three. It is Voss again. And it's a 4-point game again. A little contact over there. Foul's going to be called. I believe it's going to be on number 32, Delaney Orndorff. Her first. Team's fourth. 51.5 seconds to go here in quarter number one.
Saw 12 check in here for Rock Island.
Number 12 is Megan Holke back in. Three on the way is good for the top of the key for Demler.
You're going to have a record-breaking amount of threes tonight at this pace.
Sports corner three again, now out top. Holke from three, good! A sports corner three, top of the key for Holke. Anything you can do, I can do better.
There you go.
Anything you can do, I can do better than you. 27.4 seconds left, 19-15. Folks, I want to point out that this first quarter score was more than the first half score of our first game, which was a very good game. It just wasn't very high scoring. Oh, what a little fake. Oh, nice look across, but it's stolen away. Back the other way it goes from the Pioneers. Voss with it on the dribble. There's Holke. Not knocked away, gathered it back up, misses a shot though. Rebound for Canton by Grace Spencer. Now her pass is going to be a little errant, and Wheeler can't reel it in. It's out of bounds, possession to the Pioneers with a 4-point lead with 6.9 seconds remaining. Voss is going to drive to the hoop, put the shot up, off the front iron, no good. Rebound by Dennis, and that's how the first quarter is going to come to an end. 19-15 at the end of one quarter. You're watching the pre-Thanksgiving extravaganza from Macomb High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back here at the end of the first quarter. The Pioneers lead the Little Giants 19-15, and the threes were raining down here in the first quarter, first 8 minutes of this one, and We have seen a little difference here in this first quarter, than we saw in the first quarter of the last contest, because Havana didn't score a single field goal in their first quarter, but they were only down by 5 at the end of the first quarter, or 3, I think it was. 3 or 5?
I think 3. 5 at half.
Oh, there's the give and go we saw earlier. Counted in a foul. Holke's going to pick up the foul. Wheeler is going to get the bucket, and the first foul of the second quarter goes to Megan Holke.
Great basket. Now you have an opportunity to turn this into a 3-point play and a 1-point game.
Free throw is good by Wheeler. (19-18). Stolen away. Chance to take a lead. Dennis with the jumper. It's off short. Rebound off the floor by Lemke. Holke will bring it up the floor with 7:35 remaining in the first half. 1-point game, but Pioneers with the basketball and the lead. And a reach by Dennis. I believe that's only the second foul of the contest on the Little Giants. It's the first of the second quarter, but it's only the second of the game.
Yeah, Little Giants have done a nice job. Very disciplined so far.
Illini West is in the house. They play the Macomb Bombers in the next contest. You'll be able to watch that here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH as well. Lemke wanted that in the corner. Do you see her bounce? There's Voss, and she's going to get called for the shuffle of the feet before putting the ball down. A traveling violation called, and it's a turnover, and the Little Giants with another chance here, Caden, to take a lead. But we see full court pressure from the Pioneers. Kind of token, though. They fall back into man-to-man. 6:58 remaining in the first half. Off the feet, ball on the ground, picked up by Lemke. She's got a pass down the floor, shot up off, no good. Wheeler's going to pick up the foul. To the free throw line is going to be Lindsey Britton.
Seen the game start to slow down a little bit here in the start of the second quarter. You see the fouls start to pick up. We're already at 3 in this quarter when I think we only had 2 combined in the entire first.
No, we had 5. 4 for the
4, yeah.
They had 4, but you were close.
Math's hard.
Dennis checks out of the ball game. 6:48 remaining in the first half. 20-18. It's back to a 2-point game. Make it a 2-point game. She missed that one. I thought it was going in. Wheeler with the rebound, and back the other way it comes for Dimmler. Down low, looking at the shot, stolen away, and she's going to be bailed out. Lemke's going to get called for the foul.
Tough foul to give there with a 3-on-1 over there near the paint.
Yeah, down low with the ball was number 5, Ava Gaines, who just came in the ball game. A 3 on the way off, no good. Tracked down on the far side over there. Skipped up middle to Gaines. Oh, backdoor cut. What a cut without the basketball. That's number 12 for Canton, Emma Turner, with a great give and go. And we are tied at 20. Oh, Lemke, a little Euro step. Can't get it to fall. Wheeler with the rebound. 6:14 remaining in the first half. We are tied at 20. Sorry, the scoreboard was a point off there. Dimmler down to Spencer. Now it's out to Gaines, who loses the ball. 3-on-2. Voss, a little floater. It's off, no good. Dimmler with the rebound. Fighting for it still. It's going to be Aleman basketball. Dimmler was out of bounds touching the basketball. It'll stay with Aleman. And diving in there was Voss, I believe that is. Holke with it. She had a couple trays from right there in the first quarter. Back to her it comes again. 5:35 remaining. She's driving on Wheeler, puts a little shoulder into it and gets the bucket to fall.
Great shot there.
Once again, hop in that live chat, folks. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Let these two teams know. And then Holke gets a hand up in the passing lane, steals it away. Gaines trowels back and knocks it back away, but the rebound and the put back by Voss.
A lot of emotions on that one play there.
No,
You got the block and then.
Sorry, I want to. McMeekin with the rebound and the putback. And now, nice job getting it down the floor. Tipped around. Oh, it won't fall. Gaines is going to be at the free throw line. It's 24-20. Gaines will be at the free throw line shooting 2. Third team foul of the quarter for the Pioneers. First free throw is good. Cuts it back to a one-possession game. Or as B.J. Stone likes to say, 4 points is a one-possession game because you can get fouled on a 3. I don't think that and ones are considered possessions, but he is correct. You can. She makes them both. Him and I like to argue about that. While he's not incorrect completely. Oh, what passing! And down the lane, McMeekin again gets the bucket.
Tic-tac-toe down the court. It's a nice job there.
Oh, that could have been a double dribble. Dimmler with it. Oh, what a pass over to Spencer. She can't finish. Hulke with the rebound. Over to Voss it goes. Back up to Hulke. Wide open 3. Top of the key. Good. Oh, it bounced out. I thought it was good. Rebound to the Little Giants and Dimmler. She pushes it up the floor. Dumps it back. Left side it goes. Or right side, excuse me. Shot blocked from behind. And going to be tracked down by Hulke. 4:15 remaining. 26-22. And away from the basketball, a foul's going to be called, I believe, on Grace Spencer. It is on Spencer. Her first, team's third. Both teams have 3 fouls here in quarter number 2. There have been a few free throws shot, but not because they're in the bonus. There's a great inbounds play, and a basket's good for number 32, I believe, Delaney Orndorff. Is that number 33 or 32 over there?
32, I want to say.
30.
Or was it 33? I want to say 32.
It was Alyssa Brinkman. It was 33, I think. A turnover. 28-22. And now it's going to be an over and back.
Yeah, that was a tough pass. I mean, there was a lot of contested coverage there on both ends, and it turns into that.
Yeah, it's kind of been a little more helter-skelter here in the second quarter than it was the first quarter. Baskets haven't quite fallen as well. There's a 3 on the way. It's just as I said, off back iron, no good. The rebound out to Turner after she missed the shot. It came right back to her. Gaines with it now. Now it's in the hands of Downing. Turner bounces across to Dennis, who's back in. 3 on the way by Dimmler off back iron, no good. Ball tipped around, rebound. Dennis, baseline jumper from about 16 feet. It's off, no good. Dimmler had a hand on it, couldn't get another rebound, and back the other way it finally goes for the Pioneers with 3:05 to go. Nice look down low. Basket up and in. Number 15, Riley McMeekin. Left side, Dimmler on the wing. Shot was off, no good. Wheeler coming back in. Coming out of the game for the number 22 for the Pioneers was Lindsey Britton, and number 33, Alyssa Brinkman. 2:30 remaining in the first half. Lemke with the top of the key. Her shot banks in at Sports Corner 3. The bank is open. It's well after closing time, but the bank was open. Shot left short. Saved in. Back the other way it goes.
Seeing Rock Island pick up some momentum here late in the second quarter.
Dennis with a steal there, though, for the Little Giants. It's an 11-point lead. Shot off, no good. 33 22. Helke, far side to Lemke. 1:40 remaining. Voss a little showing off some ball handling skills. Lemke, Helke, 1:30 remaining. Driving, putting it up, off, well, no good. Not probably the shot you wanted after taking a minute off the clock, but good for the Little Giants as they take the lead, or take the ball, trailing by 11 in a game that they were down by just 2 moments ago, it seems like. Dimmler on the dribble. 1:03 remaining. Dennis has it, nearly knocked away, gathers it back up. She's going to try and drive, gives it off to Dimmler. Dimmler's shot off the back iron, no good from the baseline. Voss is going to get called for the foul. 54.8 seconds remaining. Voss picks up the foul, 4th team foul for the Pioneers. Checking in for the Pioneers, number 22, Lindsey Britton, and number 30, Nicole McGee.
Wow.
Bucket is good.
Good pass there and a good quick basket. You're down to 45 seconds left.
Wheeler gets another bucket. She's up to 13 and a half. Lead all scorers, I do believe. .30 seconds remaining. Hulke for 3. It's off, no good. Rebound to Turner. Turner pushes it up the floor. Leaves it back for Dimmler. Down to Wheeler it goes. Wheeler's going to drive baseline. Reverse layup up and in for Wheeler. This Canton team is a completely different team with Wheeler on the floor. There are 0 doubts about that. 6 seconds remaining. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Hulke's going to have to throw something up. And it's not going to get it off. Had a wide open player on the far side. Couldn't find her in time, and the first half's going to come to an end. Score 33-26 at the end of 2 quarters of play. We'll take a break. You're watching the pre-Thanksgiving Extravaganza girls basketball from Macomb High School on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch, and this is the 2nd year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably unfortunately for you. I think you might have been the most talked about interview of all of our MDH interviews last year, though.
I don't know whether I need to be proud of that or ashamed of that. I don't know which one to go with.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Probably.
The thing that I find comical is I gave you a hard time last year. As I said, because, man, you're way up the ladder. You know, you're a high-end employee for me to be talking to, and you're even higher up the road now than you were last year.
Yeah. Yes. Last year when we spoke, I was the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and since then I've been in the CEO role, Chief Executive Officer here at the hospital for about 8 months now.
Well, not to toot your horn, but everything I hear is good coming out of MDH since you've taken over. So what was your mindset when you stepped into that role, and what do you see MDH doing here?
Well, I've never had aspirations to be a CEO of a hospital, but we have a great team here, and I just felt it was that time in my career to step in and take over and see how it goes. We have a great team here at MDH, very proud of everybody. They're very passionate and have a lot of pride in the organization. So it just made that job so much easier for me to step into my new role.
Yeah, it's easy to work with people who want to do a good job, isn't it? And it seems like everybody I talk to here is that kind of person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's engaged, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed. And we want them to succeed here at the organization.
I think MDH has always had a pretty good name in the area. What are you trying to do for MDH to even step that up a little bit more?
Right. So Pat Osterman and myself, we've done a lot of community relationship building, reaching out to the community leaders, reaching out to our competitors to see how we can work together better to be a stronger organization overall.
Yeah, strong organization, and you guys continue to add pieces and parts. You've expanded to Monmouth. We talked a little bit about that with your urgent care and physical therapy. The pharmacy is looking really nice right now.
Right, and it's ready to come online. The construction's finishing up this week, and then next step is to get the certifications, inspections going. So we should be open for business later at the end of this year or first part of January.
So we mentioned last year you're relatively local to the McDonough County area. So you're one of the first CEOs that I remember that's local to McDonough. You have like a foothold in the area. Does that make this job, not that being CEO of any company doesn't have meaning, but does it mean a little more for you because you are from here?
It does, and it helps. I think it builds trust because they know I'm local. I'll have that connection with the community. Yes, my mother owns farmland south of town. My father-in-law owns farmland here. My wife's a bomber. She's a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck. We got kids that are leathernecks too. So I feel like we have a lot of fabric in the community to take this organization to the next level.
Well, we're going to keep the interview shorter, but I cannot get done with this interview without asking if you got any deer last year.
I did. Actually, yes, I did. And as we talked last year too, I participate Hunters for the Hungry, where we donate our harvest, and I did that last year. So yes, I was successful.
So you spend a lot of time at MDH and helping people, and then you're helping people when you're at home too.
Try to. That's a little different. You know, you're by yourself, and sometimes that's good to decompress and do all that. But yeah, no, it works out well.
So what's been the biggest surprise? You never had any ideas of wanting to be CEO. What's been the biggest surprise so far since you've taken a job?
Oh, I think just the loyalty our staff has for the organization. They want it to do well, and I think with that support has made this job so much better for me.
Well, Bill, I appreciate you talking to me. It's always fun getting to talk to you, so hopefully we'll do it again next year, and we'll have new big things to talk about from MDH.
Let's plan on it, and thank you for your time and having me on again this year after last year.
Hey, not a problem. Like I said, you were the biggest fan, I think, supported video of all of them. So we'll see if you can continue that. Maybe I should give an award.
You think?
I think we should come up with an award.
Okay, you work on that,
okay,
and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, I'll do that. We'll be back with the second half in just a few minutes.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back. It's halftime here from the Bomber Girls Basketball pre-Thanksgiving Extravaganza here at Macomb High School. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Caden Strins is alongside. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully you're enjoying it. I want to say hi to Kent Vogel, watching his granddaughter, Ella Dimler from Florida, Grandma and Grandpa Vogel. go, Canton. We did not have enough staff to do the West Prairie game tonight. I didn't realize there was a West Prairie game tonight. I apologize for that. So unfortunately tonight there is not a West Prairie game link available. I apologize for that. We were short-staffed tonight. Actually, I was going to be doing this game by myself until Caden came and helped out tonight. It is, we have a lot of kids who are helping us that are grad students or students at Western, and it's getting crunch time. So with everything going on at Western right now, it's hard for us to get all of our people in a row to get everything covered. So we'll work our best to get everything covered this week. We do have a big game on Friday night for the I-8FA that we have to cover. Things will settle down a little bit once we get into next week and through. This first week of girls basketball seems like, Caden, it's always tough. And you were telling me you've got a paper due on Friday. John Burton's got papers due this week. Kenny Suter, who helps us, has got a grad paper due that he's got to work on the rest of the semester. So there's a lot going on for you guys that are in college right now, isn't there?
Yeah, no, this is definitely the crunch time, it feels like. As you said, we have 3 weeks left in this semester, 2 weeks after break, so we're definitely in the home stretch here.
2 weeks is one of those weeks, finals week?
Yeah. So I guess 2 weeks.
2 weeks of actual classes and then finals week. So it is a hard time to get everybody together. And then, of course, we lose some of those, but John Reynolds is coming back. He'll be doing a bunch of games from here on Saturday. He goes to SIU, but since he gets his break, he'll be back. He's doing games here Saturday, and he's going to do some games from the tournament next week, I think. So we lose a few. We get a few old-timers back, so to speak. And so this Thanksgiving time and post end of football, start of basketball seems to be one of the hardest times to get coverage. We will work to get through that, and hopefully the rest of this week we can get everything covered that we need to. Third quarter starts here. It's 33-26, a late little charge, and nice right off the bat. A bucket for Voss and the Pioneers.
Even up 10, still doing the full pressure is Rock Island.
I know that West Prairie, 3 on the way, good for Dimmler. Grandma and Grandpa should be happy about that one. A Sports Corner 3. No, West Prairie and West Hancock were playing tonight. I thought I looked at the schedule and saw that was tomorrow, or at West Hancock, not at Colchester. So if that was the case, that was my fault. I apologize for that. But I didn't have the staff to cover it either way. 7 minutes to go. There was a 3 off, no good. Left side. 3 on the way by Dennis is off, no good. Holke with the rebound. Trapped over on the far side. Nearly a steal, but a good job of getting it out and finding somewhere to go with it was Voss. Now Lemke has it knocked away, gathers it back up, goes down low, and a foul is going to be called. I believe it's going to be on number 10, Natalie Downing. It'll be her second, team's first of the second half. Three on the way by Holke. She did a little acting job there. I thought for a second we were covering soccer. Down, not a pass, and what a shot. Great pass by Grace basket by Grace Spencer, but a great pass as well. Lemke. Jump ball, possession will stay with Canton as Holke tied up Dimmler down there with 5:55 to go. It's down to a 4-point game.
Good start from Ken here in the second half, making up some ground.
Wheeler dumps it across. Spencer with the buckets. Timeout going to be called by the Pioneers. That's their first timeout. Both teams will have 4 timeouts remaining. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available. So with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
And welcome back here as you see the Pioneers on your screen after taking that timeout. They were up by 11 in the second quarter. The lead was cut by 5 down to 6 at half. And then they came out, got a quick bucket, Caden. It looked like they were on a good start, but man, it's been all Canton since then. And they've cut it to a 2-point lead.
Yeah, no, Canton's done a nice job this quarter. Again, gaining that ground. Now you got yourself within a 1-score game. And with plenty of time left to play.
5:35 remaining in the third quarter, a 2-point game, 35-33. Driving on the baseline, throwing it up, not a good shot. Rebound, put back up, rebound off again, put back up again. That time it's going to be off a third time on a putback. And another rebound. Dennis is going to come up on a pass that was thrown away. She come out with it somehow, though. Wheeler has it with a chance for Canton to tie here. Baseline jumper off, no good, and a foul's going to be called. Might be on Grace Spencer. Her second, team second of the quarter, excuse me. 4:55 remaining here in quarter number 3. And a traveling violation called on Voss. And they were trying to do a little bit of a give and go on a pick and roll kind of deal there, and Voss just had a hitch in her giddy up. Caden, a little hesitation and caused her to travel.
Yeah, hesitation there, as you said, and the easy travel call there.
Skip pass across. Wheeler with it, 4:33 remaining in the third quarter. Still a 2-point game. A little runner off, no good. Dimmler couldn't get it to fall. Dennis gets the rebound. Or can't get the shot to put on the put back, and it's back the other way. Voss for 3, left wing, off, no good. Rebound down low again. And I'll tell you what, down low, Lindsey Britton, the junior, and a foul's going to be called on Dimmler. Team third of the quarter on the Little Giants. But Britton has been a rebounding machine on the offensive end.
Yeah, has played a very critical role in keeping that possession for the team and extending plays, causing fouls. And
Jillian Hoffman got the ball on the sideline and it stepped on the sideline. I feel like we're at this same point where we were in that game earlier in the fourth quarter, about the same score, too. It was a 4-point game, and it stayed that way for about 3 minutes. There's a little push by Voss. Yeah, she kind of tried to hide it, but you can hide the shove, but when the player moves that much, it's hard to hide the fact that you did it.
Yeah, exactly right.
Inbounds, shot up, and good. And we're tied. That is Grace Spencer with the basket. Tied at 35. Far side. Ball tipped away, picked up by Wheeler, and I believe the foul is going to be called on number 33, Alyssa Brinkman.
Yeah, Ken's got all the momentum right now.
Brinkman picks up her third foul. Team's second. Dimmler gets it to Wheeler. 3:25 to go, and a chance at a lead here for the Little Giants. A 30-second timeout as Wheeler got trapped on the sideline, had really nowhere to go. Caden and Coach wanted a timeout. Jay Valencia, the principal, athletic director Brad Hulett, superintendent Ted Dorenzi, and the head coach Mary Beth Dura. Good crew of people over there at Canton. We did the sectionals over there last year for IHSA boys and girls basketball. They're a great group of folks over there, but Coach Dura wanted the timeout, didn't want to give up the turnover there.
Yeah, smart timeout call, avoiding that turnover in a spot like this where you're picking up momentum and you have that momentum, brand new ball game. The last thing you want to do is harm yourself anymore here and try and lose that momentum. Try and keep that momentum going here if you can.
3:17 remaining. Wheeler with it. Picks her dribble up and it's trapped again. A one-person, a little give and go. Dimmler had a great thought, but Wheeler wasn't going quite quick enough. Throws it out of bounds. Turnover to the Pioneers. Tied at 35 and a chance for them to retake the lead. 3:05 remaining here in the third quarter. Shot off, no good. Jump ball, possession to Canton. That's something we haven't seen nearly as many of here in the second game as the first game. We had a lot of jump balls in that first game as the Pioneers get the ball. Holke puts the shot up, forces it up, can't get it to fall. But again, guess who? Brinkman gets another offensive rebound and a putback to give her team the lead. We Dimmler with it, 2:25 remaining. She looked down to Spencer. She lost the ball. Voss coming back the other way, all the way in, leaves the layup short, but she's fouled. She'll get a couple free throws.
Yeah, nice job going down the lane there, quick, trying to get some fast break and drawing a foul to the free throw line.
Dimmler picks up her second, team's fourth. Voss at the free throw line. She's got a couple threes tonight. And she's got a free throw right there. Back to a three-point lead. Coming back in for the Pioneers is number 34, Emily Pollock. Alyssa Brinkman takes a seat, number 33. And she makes the second. Downing a baseline jumper off, no good. Ball picked up off the ground by Pollock. Holke sends it down the floor to Voss, right side. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And foul is going to be called on number 21, Grace Spencer. Team foul number 5. 2 free throws coming for Voss, I do believe.
Yeah, puts them in the bonus, and we're seeing right now Rock Island on a 4-0 run currently after we were tied at 35 apiece.
Olivia Sprecher, number 33, and number 12, Emma Turner, getting ready to check back in. Voss, another attempt at the free throw line, gets it to fall. Second one's off, no good, and Lemke is going to be called for the foul. She went over the back. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Pioneers. That means both teams will be shooting 2 free throws on every foul that isn't player control here the rest of the way in the third quarter. 1:53 remaining. Dimmler across and saved in bounds, but stolen away by Voss, and back the other way it goes. Down low, it's stolen back away. Finally ending up with it was Sprecher. Dimmler with it, 1:30 remaining in the third quarter. Skips it across, 3 on the way. Off, no good. That was Wheeler. Rebound to Britton. Britton is just all over the boards. She's not the biggest player, but she's like a Dennis Rodman of this team, man. She's not the biggest player, but, man, she sure has a nose for the basketball.
Yeah, no, 100%. Eager to get that ball.
Dennis picks up the ball. She's trapped by Lemke. 1 minute remaining. Wheeler with it's going to try and drive baseline. Backs it out. Turner for 3. Off, no good. Rebound by Spencer. It's off, no good. They're going to call a jump ball. Possession will stay with Canton, apparently. Scoreboard had it with Aleman, but it's going to be Canton basketball. 49.6 seconds remaining. Dimmler, shot up and in. 35 seconds left. Looks like Voss and the Pioneers may want one shot here. Up by 3 with 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Voss with a near side. He'll pick and roll. Brinkman had to cut, but they didn't get her the ball. 14 seconds left. Make it 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Holke with it. Looked at Voss. Brinkman out of Voss. 2 seconds, 1 second. Floater off, no good. Ball tipped, and that's how the third quarter is going to end. 40-37. The Aleman Pioneers lead the Canton Little Giants here at the pre-Thanksgiving extravaganza at Macomb High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
And welcome back here to Macomb High School as we enter the fourth quarter of play. The Pioneers and the Little Giants in a battle. It's been a good one all the way through. It did open up to about an 11-point lead in the second quarter, but the Little Giants closed it back up. They actually tied it at 35. And we enter the fourth quarter with the Aleman Pioneers leading 40-37.
Yeah, it's neck and neck right now. You saw that third quarter momentum from Canton to make this a closer game than it was entering this half. So they'll look for another big quarter here to try and take this one.
Holke goes down low. She's been devastating for the Little Giants from the top. But that time she took them down low and got the points to fall, and it's a 5-point game again. Wheeler with it. Right side to Dimmler. 7:30 remaining in the basketball game. Nearly a steal by Holke. Shot off, no good. That was Specker, I believe, on the shot. There's Britton. Voss trying to three from the left wing, leaves it short. Rebound picked up off the floor by number 30, Nicole McGee. And now into the double team. Ball is stolen away, picked up by Wheeler. 6:45 to go here in the basketball game. Game number 2 of 3 for the Knights. Illini West and Macomb are up next. Turner goes to the Specker. A jump ball is going to be called. It's going to be possession to the Little Giants. Into the game for Rock Island Aleman, number 15, Riley McMeekin. And a jump ball is going to be called. This time it's going to go to Aleman on the shot attempt. 42-37, 6:35 remaining, and I'm not sure what parent that is, but that's a very loud parent.
Yeah, no, very loud and
wants to be heard.
Yeah.
Brinkman. Now it goes far side to Voss, back to Brinkman. Brinkman can't finish at the rim. Dimmler with the rebound. The shooting has slowed considerably from both teams, though. There's a free throw line pull-up jumper by Wheeler, off no good. Rebound and a putback by Sprecher.
Yeah, nice putback there to cut the deficit now back to 3.
Under 6 minutes remaining in this one. Holke goes down low, puts it up with the left hand that time. Shots off. Dimmler with the rebound. She goes back the other way in a hurry for the Little Giants. Nobody picks her up. She fakes the pass, gets the layup. Timeout on the floor, a 30-second timeout called by the Pioneers. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining, and it's a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here, and Caden, it's back to a 1-point game, 42-41. And it's seemed like the Little Giants have had the momentum for much of this half, but they haven't been able to take a lead.
Kind of sounds like the first game. It was neck and neck, and there's that hump that they need to get over, and they're close right now, obviously, a 1-point game, and you're 1 possession away from taking that lead. But how do you build off of this momentum? How do you build off of 1 basket? Well, obviously you make back-to-back baskets, and you stop them on defense. That's kind of been the struggle so far this half, at least, because you came all the way back from down 11. You tied the game, but you haven't been able to take full control.
You kind of feel like in this one, Caden, if you were to get that lead, that Canton could maybe expand on it. They just haven't been able to get it yet. And you got to give some credit to Aleman, as Canton is throwing everything but the kitchen sink at them, and they just can't quite get over that hump you were talking about. Aleman with the basketball. 3 on the way by Voss. It's off no good. Britton had a hand on that rebound, and it ends up in the hands of... Foul's going to be on Wheeler. Team foul number 1 of the 4th quarter.
Took a while to get a foul there, almost 3 minutes.
I believe at the free throw line is number 15, Riley McMeekin, as she makes the first. Second one's good as well. It was McMeekin. Back to a 3-point game. We approach the 5-minute mark. Dennis along 2 has left it short. Rebound by Voss, and she pushes it back the other way. Goes across the lane. It's tipped by the Little Giants. It should stay with the Pioneers, and it will, with 4:55 remaining here in quarter number 4. Another good one down the stretch here. The final game was scheduled to start at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a little late. This one's not over with yet, and we're 10 minutes away. They'll get 15 minutes to warm up. Holke drives, baseline shot is partially blocked, picked up off the side of the backboard by Dimmler, and she pushes it back the other way. She pulls up, looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Maybe the legs not quite as strong as they were earlier. She's going to take that one, though, from way back, and she nails it. A Sports Corner 3 for Ella Dimmler. And we're tied at 44 with 4:20 remaining. Dimmler has 15 points.
That's the shot that Canton needs to turn this momentum around. That's the shot that you need.
There's a shot forced, but guess who's there? Britton with the rebound and the putback for the Pioneers.
And that's the thing. The Pioneers do not go away. They respond really well to those plays that go against their favor.
Voss is going to get called for the foul there.
But that's the thing that we've seen this game. As we've said, over the hump, you get a big play and then they respond right back. Rock Island's done a really nice job of doing that and not letting the momentum swing one way.
Lemke comes in, McMeekin goes out. The ball inbounded, knocked away by Lemke. It'll stay with the Little Giants. 3:56 remaining. We're over halfway through the fourth quarter. Dimmler, far side. There's a little hold there. Oh, what a spin move. Lays it up with the left hand. Can't get it to fall. Bounces off Lemke's face, actually. They're going to call a foul. Who are they going to call it on? Is it on Lemke? It is. Foul is on number 4, Lily Lemke. Her third, team second. She only had 3 fouls called here in this quarter. Both teams made it to the bonus in quarter number 3. Got to get it in. She finally does to Wheeler up top. 3:40 remaining. Skipping it across down to Dennis. Dennis trapped on the baseline, gets it out to Wheeler. Doesn't take the 3, drives instead. Finger roll, up and under move, a little contact there. The Canton fans wanted a foul, they didn't get it. 3:23 to go. Voss has the basketball and the Pioneers have the lead. Up by 2, 46-44. Holke with it left wing. 3 on the way by Voss. Good, a Sports Corner 3 for Voss. And it's a 5-point game for the Pioneers. Timeout on the floor can be called by Canton. We'll take one as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
And welcome back. You see the Little Giants and Coach Dura on the screen right there, and it's 49-44. It was tied at 44, but a 5-0 run after the Little Giants tied it at 44 for the Aleman Pioneers, and they have kind of retaken that control of the game, and that's what we've talked about. Is Canton has been able to tie it, but they just can't. That hump is there, and they just can't roll that ball quite over the hump.
You know, it's like trying to pass that hard level that you're stuck on, and you're trying to get over that, and they're so close. But
like Candy Crush for all those people at home?
Yep. Yeah, it's like Candy Crush. You know, you got that cane level. I don't exactly know how to explain it, but it's a really hard level, and they just can't get over that hump right now. They're close, but again, you're trailing by 5 with under 3. It's going to be tough to work that comeback, but you got to start it somewhere, and it's got to start sooner rather than later.
Got that explosion ball in Candy Crush that you're trying to save to the last minute.
Yeah.
And you lose it, and it disappears, and it hits the wrong thing or something, and that's kind of where it's at. They're right there. They've got everything. They just can't quite get there. Dimmler's going to drive, and she's going to be fouled by Voss. That's the third on the Pioneers here in the quarter number 4.
Now another thing that we've noticed as well, and they still have one foul to give, but you get in that bonus and then you come to free throws. You got to make those.
Wheeler turn around, gets it to fall.
Now you need to stop here if you can.
Allison Wheeler's got a game-high 17. But Canton has to get a stop here with 2:05 remaining. Voss is going to pull up jumper. Off, no good. Ball tips around, and Dennis comes down with it for Canton. 2 minutes remaining. Comes right side to Dimmler. 3-point lead for the Pioneers. Canton has not led here in the second. Oh, and a reach-in foul on Hulke, and that's a silly one.
Yeah, that's a tough foul to give up there. Now you have no more. Next one's a bonus. You're going to the line if you can. So
you know, the other thing you talk about there, you're talking about the bonus. Canton has 3 fouls to give before they can get anybody to the free throw line. That takes a lot of time to get 3 fouls off. And they're down by 3, 1:45 remaining. Out to Spencer, her shot's off, no good. Or was that Turner? It was Grace Spencer. Britton with it. No reason to be in a hurry here. Holke fakes the three, and she's going to drive right to the hoop. Puts the shot up, leaves it short. It's going to be passed out on the rebound by Spencer. Now it's going to be a pull up by, who was it on the far side? Brecker. And a foul is going to be called on Demler, I believe. Let's see who that's on. It's on 2 or it's on Dennis, actually.
Okay, so they've got 2 more fouls to give here with 78 seconds and a timeout.
Canton takes another timeout. They're down to 1 timeout remaining now. And we'll stay here this time, Caden, and a little bit of what you were talking about here and what I mentioned a few moments ago that you were adding on. When you're just over a minute to go here and you're down by 3, and that's when you need to start thinking, when am I going to foul? Well, that fouling has to start so much faster because you have 2 before you can even get, force them to miss a free throw.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. They got to foul quickly here as you get down to those 78 seconds. We're going back to that 3-point play, 3-point game, and you don't necessarily need 3 with a minute and a half left. They went for that 3, they didn't get it. But the defense has been resilient in these last 2 minutes, which is crucial. This is a 3-point game for a reason. Their defense has been resilient in these last few minutes. They've been able to force the stops when they need to and give their offense a chance to tie and take the lead.
The player that hasn't scored a lot of points for Rock Island Aleman is number 22, Lindsey Britton. She's a junior. And I called her like the Dennis Rodman of this team. She has gotten so many offensive rebounds for her squad.
Yeah, she's done a really nice job. I remember you saying that earlier in the game. She's done a really nice job of fighting for the ball. That's what you want from a player who can get rebounds like that, and she's done a really nice job tonight of doing that.
Yep, having a nose for the basketball. Going to get it inbounded, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be staying with the Pioneers, and I really thought that might have went off the Pioneers, but that's going to stay with them. 1:17 remaining. Gets it into Voss. Voss is going to be, she finally finds her way through the double team at the sideline, and a timeout's going to be called by the Pioneers. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one as well. Both teams have 1 remaining. We'll be back for the final minute and change right after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose MDH. We moved here, and I was researching different places that would allow me to VBAC, have a vaginal birth after C-section, and the doctors here do encourage that, and so I chose that after looking online, and I wouldn't want to deliver anywhere else because they all go above and beyond, and they're so kind and actually care about you.
And welcome back here. Pioneers take a timeout as they were being threatened to be trapped on the sideline, and I've mentioned it several times, but the half-court stripe in the sidelines is like another defender, and if you talk to any coach, they don't want you to take the ball there, and they definitely don't want you to pick the ball up there, Caden, and that was where Voss was about to be trapped, was on the sideline right in front of the bench.
Yeah, no, they did. Well, she did a nice job of going down the court, though, I would say. I mean, obviously, you're in your own end. You got that full pressure, and you did a nice job of moving down that court. No foul.
1 minute remaining right now. 1 minute. Lemke has it. Voss now. 3-point game. And you have to think you got to be up here fouling here pretty quick, don't you?
Yeah, you still have 2 to give.
And there's a foul by Demler. That'll be foul number 3 on the Little Giants, excuse me. .6 seconds remaining. Lemke with it, 45 seconds, and then a foul by Dennis.
Now you're out of fouls to give here.
That's her 3rd. Nobody in the game has 4 for the Little Giants, so they can all foul here. Lemke nearly has it stolen away by Dennis. It went right to Voss. Voss is going to be fouled by Dimmler. Dimmler is going to pick up her fourth, and she wasn't trying to foul Caden. I think she was trying to get the steal.
Yeah, definitely trying to get that steal, but unable to. And now you got two big free throws here. You make just one, and you consider it a two-score game unless, of course, the and one. But see what happens here. Big shots.
First one in and out, no good. Rolled through and out. Emma Turner checking in. Number 12 and number 34 for Rock Island Aleman is Emily Pollock. 40.4 seconds remaining. It's a 3-point game. Voss at the free throw line for the second free throw. She nailed that one. It's a 2-possession game minus the Hail Mary 4-point play. Wheeler, 33 seconds. Taking a lot of time here, Caden. And Dimmler nearly lost it out of bounds. 6 seconds. She's going to go. She gets a good look and it falls. It's a 2-point game. And getting it in. Another timeout. The final timeout of the game is going to be called by the Pioneers as they were dangerously close, Caden, to a 5-second violation.
Kind of saw that last game as well, late in the game. 4 seconds, and then you have to call that timeout because you don't want to get that 5-second violation. Give Canton the ball, and with what is only a 2-point game right now, you could still take the lead with one possession here in this situation. So a smart timeout from Rock Island.
Yeah, and with a few seconds left in this game, you talked about you got to get the ball in bounds. There's nothing to save you now. If the scoreboard's correct, the possession arrow belongs to the Pioneers. Yeah. We're done under 20 seconds remaining. It's 50-48. The ball with the room to roam the end line belongs to the Pioneers after the made bucket by Ella Dimmler, the senior, has really been the catalyst here in the second half to try to bring them back. They tied it at 35. They tied it at 44, did the Little Giants. But every time, Caden, we've talked about, every time they've done that, the Pioneers have responded.
Yeah, the Pioneers have done a great job of responding, and it comes down to that one-score difference for that reason.
And to inbound now. Finally does get an inbound to Voss.
Got
15 seconds left. And they call the foul, and Voss is going to be back at the free throw line again.
Took about 5 seconds off the clock, I think, with that. So a nice job.
Yeah, Max says that Voss kid is good. I would agree, Max. He's played pretty well here tonight. 13.6 seconds left. She has a couple free throws, and she makes the first. This is the big one, though, right here, Caden. If she can make this a 2-possession game with 13.6 seconds left, you have to feel pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, just don't foul.
She rattles it around, and it falls through.
Now I got a timeout, Canton.
And Canton's going to use their final timeout. It's a full timeout, so all those blank boxes at the bottom of the screen mean we've used all 10 timeouts in this one. And the Little Giants down by 4 now, Caden, with 13.6 seconds remaining, are going to have to do something really, really quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to have to do something really quickly, and then they're going to have to foul right away. They took 5 seconds off in between from 18 to 13 with that foul. They're going to have to take less off that clock. And at the end of the day here, if you're Rock Island, do not foul. Cannot foul. I can't afford that. You open the door to Canton potentially tying and winning this game by committing a foul. So again, just don't let the three, obviously, but most importantly, do not let the foul happen either.
You know, there is the school of thought where if they get it in, you just foul them. So they can't shoot the three, right?
Yeah.
And they go for a 2 from the free throw line. Problem is, if they make one of those, kick it out, then something crazy can happen. You never know.
Yeah, no, I mean, exactly right, especially in this situation.
Got to get this shot off with more than 5 seconds, or they don't even have to bring the ball inbounds.
Now you're down to 5.
Wheeler down low. Spencer shot off, no good, and that's going to be it. They're going to call it with 1.1 second left. A couple free throws coming, but literally You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Foul. Dennis picks up the foul, but it's really, it's really irrelative right now what Hulke does at the free throw line, but she can get a couple more points. Not going to get 2. She could still get 1. Hulke was so good early, and she's been relatively quiet since that first quarter.
Yeah, I know. And that first quarter, there was just a lot of offense in general. You kind of saw the game start to slow down, which after a huge quarter like that, you typically see that happen.
She missed them both. Final score 52-48. Aleman gets the win over Canton here in game number 2 of the Bomber Girls Basketball pre-Thanksgiving Extravaganza. It's one more to go tonight. The Illini West Chargers play the home Macomb High Bombers. You'll be able to watch that here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and an Extreme. That'll be about 15 or 20 minutes. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you again very soon. 52-48 the final. Aleman gets the win.